Hola, buenas charlas, soy un nuevo vídeo, soy TheDragon-fly y yo soy un nuevo episodio de Descendant. Continuamos por donde lo dejamos en el capítulo anterior y bueno, vamos a hablar. En el episodio hicimos bastantes cositas, así que bien.
However, given the current state of the dimensional wall, we do not know what Colossus will surface the next time, or when. Humankind must choose whether to engage in an all-out pointless war against Karel's great army, or face equally immense colossi, which will appear as soon as the dimensional wall disappears. Strategy, tactics, troop numbers. We're at an overwhelming disadvantage in all aspects. If things continue like this, humanity really will.
We can't give up yet, Nell. We have one final option.
Alpha?
Ah, no, habla con Alpha. Vale.
Got a question? As all of you know, the situation we find ourselves in seems pretty dire. Due to my lack of sound judgment, I fell for Karel's trap. The Ironheart, which I considered to be our only hope, turned out not to be the key to our salvation after all. If we had used the Ironheart in Albion as I stubbornly insisted, I dread to think what would have happened. This situation is one I created. I am solely to blame. Yes, I am the Descendant who was always defeated. That is likely why I was never able to link with the Guide. I should never have become Commander. However, if there was someone who could heed the true calling of the Descendants, then I would let go of everything I have believed in up until now, and put my trust in them. Everyone, I am ordering the destruction of the Ironheart. I will deal with the Magisters. I believe they wouldn't be able to survive without us anyway. Descendants, you need to work with the Guide and carry out any and all necessary operations to destroy the Ironheart. No need to wait for approval from HQ. Just make sure you are as victorious in this as you always are. I'm sure that you will be, as you always have been. I place my trust in you, Descendant. Command, we must move quickly. We need to support the Descendants and stop the Vulgus at all costs.
Descendants, I have heard Alpha's message. I am sorry I'm unable to directly communicate with him. Come with me, Descendants. It is our turn now.
Tengo una duda. Y he cogido varias cajas de suministros. De selección. Pase de batalla. Consumibles. Ahí está. Vamos a... No sé qué acabo de coger. Muy raro algunas cosas, ok.
This is Descendants. We are close to achieving our true target. However, as Alpha said, the situation is dire. We must hurry. First, it would be wise to move the Ironheart in White Knight Gulch to Albion. Albion has put in place defensive measures to counter Vulgus battleships. We should also be able to access the energy required to destroy the Ironheart. But we need an immense amount of Arcade to detach an Ironheart which is linked to a Prime Hands. For this reason, most of the Descendants must be sent to aid the detachment. For you, however, I have a different request. Descendant, come with me to where the phenomenon known as the Pillar of Light occurred. When that Pillar of Light took effect, as well as the energy of the Iron Heart, I felt a familiar kind of pain, as if my skin was peeling and my flesh was melting. There must be an inverted Iron Heart there. Corral would have connected it to a prime hands in order to collapse the dimensional wall. We must stop this before the dimensional wall is completely destroyed. We must retrieve the inverted Iron Heart. If we fail to do so, even if the Iron Heart is immediately moved to Albion, countless colossi will appear throughout Ingress. However, if we take back the inverted Iron Heart, the destruction of the dimensional wall will be stopped, and Corell's advance will be delayed. I will deliver the mission to detach the Iron Heart to the other Descendants. Please go now, to the place where the Pillar of Light was. I will meet you there, Descendant.
Guide, this is Jaeger. I've been dispatched to the Hagios. I'm investigating intel that Aemon, the General of the Legion of Immortality, was recently here. I don't think Aemon appearing at this point in time is a coincidence. I'm sure it's related to this incident.
Los Agios. Agio. Ha sido lamentable, lo siento. Ojito. Ya hemos llegado.
Mind if we skip the pleasantries, since we're short on time? If what the guide says is true, in order to retrieve the Ironheart that's here, there's something we have to understand first. The entry device to the Hagios Prime Hands was destroyed a long time ago, and neither we nor the Vulgus could gain entry. But now they've just sauntered in there and connected the Ironheart to the Prime Hands. I think this whole thing has something to do with this intel on Aemon. Here.
This is Zachary of the 22nd Recon Squad. A surveillance drone in the Hagios corrupted zone has tracked the movements of the high-ranking Vulgus, Aemon. We're unable to access the data remotely due to our signal being jammed. The surveillance drone needs to be retrieved for the data to be confirmed. Our recon squad has been scattered by a Vulgus attack. Requesting backup.
This communication was received by HQ a few hours ago. Not long after, a pillar of light appeared in Hagios, and Corell's fleet began to move. I think Aemon found something in the corrupted zone that allowed them to enter the ruins. Looks like we need to find Aemon before we can get the Ironheart. Don't you think I'm the best person for that job? With my arcane ability? The other Descendants can help with the mission to detach the Ironheart.
No, Jaber. We all need to go together. You should focus on your capabilities, while we handle the battle missions. It would be wise to gather intel on the nearby area first. We will need the recon squad's help to establish Aemon's location.
Well, this suddenly turned into a cooperative mission. Well, I guess it should be fine, so long as I don't have to work with loud people like Blair.
Ok, iniciemos la operación.
Descendant, I've dispatched a search drone. Requesting an escort for the search drone and investigation of traces of the scattered recon members.
I'll operate turrets to keep the surrounding area secure, and I'll leave the escorting to you. It's a Vulgus ambush.
Ok.
Approaching Allied signal confirmed. Descendant, not far away. We'll be waiting for you.
Venga. Venga. ¿No hay más? Sí, claro que sí. Ok, chavalín.
Alright, based on the analysis of the material, we should be able to pinpoint the locations of the dispersed members.
Pues venga, chavales. Reconocimiento de los adiós. Yo creo que este episodio va a ser enteramente preparación, ¿no? Para alguna misión de estas principales. No, es lo mismo otra vez. Joder. Pues no. Pues la repetimos.
To keep the surrounding area secure, and I'll leave the escorting to you. Vulgus ambush.
No he matado a nadie, creo. Fuera ya, fuera ya. Fuera ya de una... Ve.
signal confirmed. Descendant, they're not far away. Be waiting.
¿Vale? Nah, bro.
Receiving damage alerts from the drone. Please, protect it.
Vale, ahora este último tramo es sencillo.
Based on the analysis of the material, we should be able to pinpoint the locations of the dispersed members. Zachary, we've broken through the Vulgus blockade. We're trying to pinpoint the locations of the scattered recon squad members.
Understood. Thanks for the support.
Hombre, ¿tanto para una pantalla de carga, coño? Joder.
Recon Squad, reporting. HQ, the Descendants have arrived. I repeat, the Descendants have arrived. HQ, do you copy? Ah, damn it. Ah, Descendant. You saved my life back there. I'm Zachary, 22nd Recon Squad member. So, do you know what the hell is going on? Comms have been down the past few days, we've had no backup. And then suddenly Eamon appears, and now there's some strange beam of light shooting down from the sky. I thought the Vulgus were launching an all-out assault and nearly crapped my pants. What? I was right? Well, that's one thing. But the comms... Did you say you only received it a few hours ago? No way. It's been more than 48 hours since I transmitted those comms. I can't believe you've only just received the comms I sent a few days ago. Have you detected the Vulgus jamming your signals at all? Ah, so that's why backup was delayed. And why we weren't getting comms from HQ. So, when we saw reinforcements weren't coming, we had to put together a team of scouts to retrieve the surveillance drone ourselves. We lost many soldiers in the process, and the drone was damaged. I was planning to recover the drone's memory logs and take them directly to HQ. But as you know, we can't use the RK warp device. What do we do now? Is the situation foobar?
Don't worry. I designed this surveillance drone. I optimized its field performance so that you can use Vulgus parts for emergency repairs. Zachary, can we get these parts nearby?
Yep, we can definitely find them around here. I'll walk you through what you need to do.
If we can access the information captured by the drone, we can bridge that 48-hour gap in no time. Keep at it.
Okay. Vale, perfecto.
Whoever has the radio wave neutralization device. You need that to shut down the generator. Confirming generator shutdown. All you have to do now is bring those parts in. Hold on. Enemy reinforcements spotted. Given the situation, it'll be better to eliminate them from the inside. I'll provide support from the outside.
Enemy left.
Venga.
Alerting Descendants. The enemy's elite vanguard forces have been spotted. They are now the highest priority target. The operation has been confirmed a success. And as expected, the Descendant is also safe.
Go. Ah, bueno, este ya está haciendo la misión solo. Sí, sí. Prácticamente. Joder. Pero qué crack, ¿no? No, no, da igual, da igual.
This time, hit the elite enemies. They're hidden deep within the depths. I'll use the opportunity to snag the repair parts. operation.
Bueno, perfecto.
That should be
Ya
enough
está.
parts to repair it. All we need to do is get it to boot and safe. The
Y
data
ya
the drone
está.
recorded is the most important thing. Bring the parts to the outpost.
This is Jaber. I have According to the data captured by the drone, Eamon's most recent destination was a naturally formed cave. It doesn't seem to have any tactical value. That being said, there's a high number of Vulgus troops going in and out of the cave. Construction materials and heavy equipment. There's a lot of high-tech equipment being brought in too. They wouldn't be there without a reason. We need to initiate a search operation now. Could you handle the cave? I'll seal off the entrance to stop the enemy getting reinforcements. Or retreating. Zachary will cover us from enemy snipers with his scout rifle. We don't have much time. Let's move.
Descendants, there's a few important things to keep in mind for this operation.
When you get near to the cave, be on guard for the commander level of Vulgus who is stationed there. He's a cyborg Vulgus called Keldir. He's part of a specialized sniper unit that uses anti-matter ammunition. I managed to damage his visual sensors last time I engaged him. But he can still use his auxiliary sensors and sound functions to launch deadly attacks. Fighting him could be a challenge, even for a Descendant. And as for my personal request, well, if you do run into Keldir, I'd like to be the one to finish him. I lost a lot of good men to that piece of crap Vulgus. If I'm not the one to take him out, I'll regret it for the rest of my life.
Zachary, emotional soldiers are no use in a war.
Are you telling me not to avenge my men?
No. If you're gonna do it, just make sure you're smart about it. We'll give you all the support you need, so don't be a hero about it. Whether it's the head or the heart of that Vulgus. We'll get you what you need. Understood?
Ok. Esto ya es operación. Rastros de inmortalidad. ¿Qué es esa operación? Pues bueno, chavales, hasta aquí el vídeo de hoy. Espero que os haya gustado y hasta la próxima. Adiós.